Hey, it's Scott, back with you for actually the third day in a row making a video. I couldn't contain myself. I found something, I bought something today that I'm just stoked about. And we're gonna go through some beginning paces with it to see if it was worth my money, which I didn't pay much for it. So I think even if it doesn't go the way I planned it, it's still gonna have some value. So let's not drag this out anymore. I can't wait to get to it. Well, I've done it again. I've added another one to the collection, and this one is a beast. Partner P100 Super from the 1980s. No plastic. Magnesium body. Magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. No plastic at all. The full wrap handle on it. No chain brake. Does have the spike on it. Those come in handy. They help a lot. The guy said put it away a long time ago and it hasn't been ran since. And he wasn't able to get it started. And it's way too big for him anymore. 28-inch bar. Yeah. Look at that. What an animal. I cannot wait to get this thing running and have a little playtime. I did clean it. It had sat so long, it had a heavy cover of dirt and dust on it, and obviously grime and oil and sawdust. I cleaned it up a little bit. I probably should have waited to make a video, but I couldn't help myself. I had to start at least cleaning it. 100 cc's. This thing is going to chew through wood. It's not one that you'd want to use every day. It weighs about 25 pounds. Heavy. I lifted it up to put it in the vise there and struggled to hold it one-handed to get the bar in the vise and clamp it down. I figure since it's been an eternity since this thing has ran, we'll go ahead and check a few things out. I did pull the rope just to make sure it wasn't seized, and it's not. Seems like it has a lot of compression. So let's get this off of here. Get the spark plug out. Looks pretty good. I tell you what, let me get it turned around. I think we may be able to see more. You may be able to see more if I turn this all around on the bench. I can get you some video and hopefully not get in the way and block the camera. And like I said, who knows how long this has been sitting without being ran, so let's give that cylinder a little chance here. BB Blaster. Some kind of lubricant in there. Now, try to get that piston down. It's up right now. Piston's down. Let's get the scope. Okay, I have the piston all the way down. Let's get this into view. Get the camera in there. See what we can see. Oh, looking good. Exhaust port On this side looks good. Top of the piston looks good. All the way around. Looks good. Much better than the last chainsaw we scoped. Without a doubt. Let's look in the gas tank. Oh, no gas in it. I can see the fuel filter has come off of the fuel line. Looks like the fuel line is short to me, but let's dig that out of there. If I can. Struggling to get my light in there so I can see. And it's in my way. It gives me, I can see light, but I can't see the filter. I get it sooner or later. Good thing I'm not a doctor. I got it. Yeah. Very little fuel laying in the bottom. We got it. So there it is. Tried to clean it up a little bit. Who knows how old that is? Something tells me don't do this at home, folks. Plugged. So we need a new filter. New fuel filter. All right, so no point in putting that back in. You can see in there at all. Looks pretty good. I know I'm trying to show you with my phone and I got it zoomed as much as it'll go, but trust me, it looks good in there. Let's go ahead and see if it has spark. Must have had some work done onto it at one time because this boot here says still. Interesting. Yep. Try to get you in there to see that. Let me turn off the lights. Oh, yeah. Knocked it down. Yep. You can see that. Awesome. So I think I'll go ahead and do the next step in this all, which is squirt a little 2-cycle mix oil in that spark plug hole and see what happens. Hopefully she at least sparks off and I'm be a happy camper. I got it turned back around there for a minute. We can get this put in there. I am really hoping everything goes well with this saw because I cannot wait to get out and cut some firewood with a 100cc saw with a 28-inch bar on it. And I'm a dumbass. I didn't put any oil in or any fuel in it. I have a feeling I'm going to have to put this on the floor to try to start it because it's going to have way too much compression. Choke. Fuel lock, choke on. See what happens. Oh, yeah. Buddy, am I ever happy? That tells me it runs good. All I need is the fuel filter, probably new fuel lines, and then we'll test it out. Put some fuel in it and test it out, see if it runs, or if we need to work on the carburetor. Because that's what gets to these saws when you let them sit a long time. This one looks like it was stored properly. There was no fuel in it. The way I do my saws is when I know I'm going to let them sit, I will drain the fuel, start them up, and let them run and burn up all the fuel that's in the carburetor. That way there's nothing in there to get old and gummy. Come on. If you have one of these, you know anything about them, let me know. I just cannot wait to get this animal out. Like I said, no plastic anywhere. And I wanted to make sure I show you this. That's where I had the saw sitting when it was running. And the oiler's definitely working. Look at the streak of oil it threw on the floor. Good news. The little that I do know from doing some research on these saws, they in the early to mid 80s is when they were produced. Partner was a separate company back in the day, way back in the day, that they're from Sweden, and they were a rival with Husqvarna. They're both Swedish companies. And along came Electrolux and bought both companies. They kept the Partner and the Husqvarna going, and they slowly phased out Partner because Husqvarna was more profitable for them. But from what I understand, these P100s, especially the super model, are pretty desirable. So I'm not a logger. I'm not going to have this out in the woods every day cutting with it, but they're toys for me that I do use occasionally. You have something like this and just let it sit forever, you end up with what I just dealt with what you need to do to try to get it going. And I would not be at all surprised if I end up rebuilding the carburetor or replacing the carburetor on this, put new fuel lines on it. It'll serve me well forever. But it's just an old classic. And I couldn't resist. It's, so you can see here, probably need to take this wrap off and touch it up and paint it, but it's not that important. It's not a museum piece. It's going to get used, but I'm very pleased with it. Thanks for watching. Until my next one, remember, make sure you always take the time to tell those you love what they truly mean to you, because you never know when it may be too late.